Hi, fam. Who is this family? Is this Facebook family? Is this YouTube family?
This is YouTube family.
Hi, YouTube family. I didn't know we had a YouTube family. Okay, we're going to go live on YouTube. We're going to press live on Instagram. We're going live everywhere, you guys.
We are going live.
It's just wild. What's up?
What's up, everyone? We are back. So we're going to, are we joining live?
So I'm going to go live here. You guys, I feel like a technological wizard.
You are such a wizard.
Honestly,
you were just finding all sorts of, you guys, we're going to connect Elyse right now. Let's go live. And let us know if we brought down our volume just because we're in the same room.
Let us know if you can hear us. Oh, I'm going to turn this right down.
Wait.
So turn that down.
Okay, let's turn it down.
If it doesn't work, then we won't do it. But I think we did it.
Okay,
can you hear us?
Can you guys hear us?
Let us know if you can hear us. I feel like I have a million cameras on me. Well, I guess I do, don't I? Wait. You guys, this is my friend Lucine. For everyone joining my Instagram, this is the beautiful Lucine. We've got cameras here and everywhere because she's going to do my makeup. We're going to have a conversation today about beauty, inside and out.
And outer beauty. You guys, thank you for joining us. Welcome. Share this live with your friends because you're going to get so much out of it. And we're so excited. We're going to start right now. So I've prepped Elyse's skin. If you guys can't hear us, let us know. We have both our volumes down just so we won't, so everything's cool. I think the lighting's good. So I prepped Elyse's skin. We're also going to, as I'm doing her makeup, we're going to be answering your questions. Elyse has questions that we're both
You guys, I used a pad and paper. We're going old school because both of our phones are being used. It's just
how organized is she? I love her. And
organized,
you guys
or just technologically not advanced. I don't know. You know, it's all good. But if you have questions too, pop them in the question box.
Oh yeah.
And YouTube, you guys, we're like live and basically the whole world can watch us right now. Elyse, that's over exaggerating. But pop them in the question box and we will answer your questions as well while we're doing it. But for those on my Instagram, this is my friend Lucine. She's an Emmy-nominated makeup artist for celebrities. You guys already knew that because you already follow her. You know how incredible she is. And so today we just thought it would be really cool. We met at a women's retreat I was speaking at a little while ago. And we just thought it was really cool. She has done incredible things in the world of beauty. And I talk to women all the time about confidence and comparison and self-esteem and a lot of like spiritual and emotional moments in life, would we call it.
And Elyse, I thought that was a perfect pairing for what I want to do is I do makeup on beautiful women who don't feel sometimes as beautiful just because they're more concerned about what people may think or their outer appearance. And I want to connect your inner beauty reflects your outer beauty. And I want you guys to know that you're beautiful inside. And Elyse is that person who will connect that, who will answer all your questions. And
that's the thing, isn't it? Because you can have a six-pack abs and a broken heart. A six-pack abs does not heal a broken heart, fam. Just so you guys know. I lived that. And so you can be the most beautiful model in the world and not feel it. And you've experienced that and you've seen it. And
I see the inside. So I'm like, we need to do something about it.
And so often people can feel like, okay, if I just get the right makeup, if I just fix this, then it's going to be fine. And that's actually not.
No.
It's not always the way. And so what we wanted to do was be able to come. We don't know how long this will last. We'll see how we go, you know?
We'll see how we go.
Lexi's here. So many of my friends are jumping on.
Hi, everyone. We've got
the world of things happening.
And I feel like just a little example, it's like putting a Band-Aid on something that needs antibiotics, you know? So So we can put makeup on and look great, but
the Reverend Dr. Taylor Swift did say, don't put Band-Aids on bullet holes.
Ooh.
Is that what she said?
That's an even better
she's good at the lyrics. She's good at lyrics as well. So you prepped my phone. What'd you do?
I prepped your skin. So Miss Elyse, Miss Beautiful Elyse has oily skin. She's got some breakouts.
She's trying to be like the beautiful Elyse has psycho skin.
It's true.
It's true, and that's
okay.
When
I see you, I see your heart. So for me, I don't care what you look like. You're beautiful to me, and so that's what I want to relate to so many people is our inner beauty and our outer beauty needs, is so important. So, like I said, my beautiful model, Miss Elyse, who's also funny, by the way, you guys need to.
Oh, don't put the pressure on.
You're so hilarious. We prepped her skin by putting on a little bit of this Smashbox Photo Finish Redness Reducer because she did have a little bit of redness. And I went and lightly went over her skin. I love this foundation by, this is with sunscreen SPF 21. It's by Lancome. It's called, I never know how to.
Tudole, I'll do
Taint
it.
Adole Ultra Wear Lipstick. It's like a French.
I'll butcher it.
It's like
Here, I got this.
taint.
I'm Australian. What could go wrong?
She's Australian.
Taint Idol Ultra Wear. I feel
I'm
like I nailed
sure.
it. I feel like I nailed
I
it. Someone
think
said in the comments that tea tree is great for balancing oily skin. But
Oh,
you
yeah.
can have too much tea tree, right?
You can. There's always too much of a good thing. You can always, like, for example, if you're oily skin, I know one of the questions was, how do I balance oily skin?
Yes, someone did
If
ask that.
you because you have oily skin, if you wash your skin too many times, what that does is that dries out the surface. And what your skin thinks is now, oh my goodness, the skin's dry, so now I need to make more sebum, make more oil. So then now that you're overproducing oil, your skin is even more oily, but now on top of it, it's flaky, it's dry. So the best thing to do is use, not moisturizers, but moisturizers for oily skin. But oil, there's like some amazing oil cleansers that are oil based. But what happens when you have an oily, like in your pores, it's the oil that's going to go get them out. So we have to forget that whole fear of I'm oily, I can't use anything oil based.
So some oils, like that's okay.
Oh yes,
Okay.
some oils you need to obviously read the directions.
Otherwise, your skin is going to be like freaking out on you, right?
Exactly.
But then you made me all pretty and things.
So we just have a really light layer. I'm a firm believer of getting your skin tone even, and then going and really tackling on the red areas. I like to do the correcting after, not so much before. Some people, because I found that sometimes if you layer too many things, like you've got your color correctors, then you've got your foundation, then you've got a whole highlighter, then you've got a contour, which again we're going to get to. When you layer those too many like on top of one another on screen, on camera, it may look great, but in person it's just so
you look like
cakey.
a crazy person.
You look like you have cake face.
That was actually, maybe while you're doing that, that was actually somebody's. So a few people said, how do I cover up breakups without it looking like just bumps of concealer on my face?
Yeah.
I love how that person asked that. I get it. What's the deal with cake contouring? This person was saying the people that like the Kardashians showed us with the like basically like the black lines in your face, and then you put foundation on, it looks amazing, but you try to do that in real life and you just look like a psycho.
Oh yeah.
So what's the deal with that? And then how do you make a no makeup look when you're breaking out? So all of those kind of relate to each other, especially with you
and what we're doing right now. So we're going to get on there. We're going to start with your face first. And then once we get onto the contour, we'll ask the contour question.
I love it.
Answer the contour question.
Big fan.
Yeah.
While you're doing that, do you want me to answer? Because you guys were asking inner beauty questions too.
Yes.
So what's up? We've got cameras everywhere. And hi to my peeps that are joining too. I love you guys so much. And if you have questions, put them in the question box. That'll come up on that screen, I want to say, or this screen. I don't know. So basically what we were doing is we wanted to be able to answer questions. You guys are always asking me about makeup questions. And I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not a makeup person. I just like wear it because I'm human. But what I do know a little bit about is in the area of life coaching, and is helping specifically women go through crisis moments in their life and either finding that plan B in life. Do you know that time when life really takes a sharp turn and you really never knew that what is now happening in your life was ever going to happen? That thing that you swore would never happen to you suddenly becomes the main chapter of your life that you're living out.
Let me know. Resist will persist.
Ooh.
Is that something?
Well, now you're going to preach, aren't you? Okay. But isn't that true that those sharp detours of life, like hello, 2020 was that. And so what do we do when the boulevard of broken dreams comes knocking on the highway of life? Wow, that was a lot of driving analogies. But I found myself there about 4 years ago I got married and divorced in the same year, and I swore that was never going to be my story. And For 8 years, I was on staff at a church in Los Angeles as a pastor, and still love that church so much. But I really was facing in public ministry basically like a scarlet letter of a breakup, and a very public one. And so I know a thing or two about what do you do when you have to come up with a plan B of life that you never saw coming. And so many people asked questions today about how do I handle crisis? How do I get back up again? Which is so funny because today is day number 1 of a 6-week course that I'm running that it's too late to join. Sorry. But called Breakthrough Bootcamp, and we'll have another one later on.
Send her DMs and get on the waiting list, you guys. It's amazing.
Yeah, it'll be pretty amazing. So this one will be done in 6 weeks, and then we'll have a look at people on the wait list for the next time. But that's really all about that. That's really all about how do you get unstuck in life? How do you get rid of shame? One second. And how do you find a way to tell your story, especially the parts that you try to hide? Like, we've all got parts of our story, right, that we try to hide, that we don't want to tell people about, that we conveniently leave out of the story of our life. And I had to come to a place in 2017 where I could no longer filter my life, because you really can't filter divorce. There's no pretty way to say that. There's no pretty way to talk about how that all happened. And so I really had to come to an authentic place in myself where I got rid of the lies I was telling myself, got rid of the filtering truth, and actually had to hit rock bottom and realize that it was the perfect place to rise. And so that was it for me. And so some people were asking, how do I come back from crisis? And the honest truth is it's different for everyone, but it can't stop. Oh, what are they doing outside? That's fun. They're doing lots of gardening. We love that for them. It really can't start until you are ready to do that. And so sometimes I really do think the detours of life are the greatest gift that we can ever get from God, because they force us to be real, they force us to be honest, and they force us to be authentic. And there's no better place to rise than from rock bottom.
Oh, definitely.
I truly believe that. And so people ask that. So I have a bunch of things. I guess I don't really have time to get into all of them now, but for those people that were asking me about that, give me some specific moments, and maybe next time we can come back and do some case studies of crisis and what you're going through, what that plan B of life is that you'll feel like you're facing right now. And I really believe that you don't have to stay where you are. That grief that you're going through, that chapter that you're in is not the end of your story. It's just a chapter of your story. And the trauma that you're going through is very real. And it's important not to numb pain, because otherwise we don't deal with pain. And there's a very big difference between moving on and working through trauma. And I believe that nobody gets to skip the process of grief. No one gets to skip the process of coming back from those things. But if you will go through the process, then you not only are stronger on the other side, but you have a story that nobody can refute, because it's your experience. It's your lived experience of not just surviving, but getting through the fires of life and not having to smell like smoke when you come out. So that was a bit of a ramble, but that's okay. What are you doing now with my face?
So right now I'm putting on your concealer, and this is a concealer by
Too Faced.
Born This Way by Too Faced. And I love that it's not too heavy. It's great for dry skin, and it's just one shade lighter. I don't like to go too.
I was going to ask you that. So people always say, like, you got to go really light underneath your eyes.
That was back when it was popular, when Kim K was doing it. There was a time where it was like super white under
That was
the
at the
eyes.
same time when I was meant to do like the really intense bronzer.
Yeah.
Hi, person that said, how are you girls? But good, thank you.
Hello.
I don't know how to pronounce your name. Katias Canorella. Canorellis.
Hello.
Hi.
Where are you guys, by the way, where are you guys joining from? Help us just to know
Help us
where you
know
guys
where
are
you
watching
are.
from.
We'd love to know.
And there's no question that's
No off limits questions.
no off limits. So you guys could ask, and I could relate too with the divorce part.
Yeah.
At least I went through it, of course, and I feel like not addressing it, and forgiveness is such a huge
Massive.
part. Can we talk about
Forgiveness.
that?
Yes, we can't talk about
Huge
forgiveness.
part of healing. Huge.
I think forgiveness is the make it or break it when it comes to healing.
Oh, 100%.
I think that it comes down to two things, honestly. I'm very, very strong faith and believe in God. And so I never skip that part of the process. And I believe that God can turn anything that was bad, anything that was meant to take us out, to actually be our testimony that we can stand stronger on the other side. But so God is always the number one with that. I think some of the important hacks, if you will, life hacks from coming back from divorce. Are you allowed to say that? I think forgiveness And community. Community is not an added bonus. It's a key component to actually getting through it. What's up, Katie? Nice to see ya. I love you. Jamie's watching from Dallas. J for Jamie. Love that for you. Oh, somebody's coming to visit us. And so I really believe that forgiveness is such a massive part of healing through trauma, of healing from things that are done to you, because I really believe if we can't get past what has happened to us by the person that did something to us, that it wasn't your fault what happened to you. What happened to me in my marriage, it wasn't my fault. There was a lot of things that were abuse and that I went through that weren't okay. But just because something wasn't your fault doesn't mean healing is not your responsibility. And so that's what I had to realize was my responsibility was to then go on the journey of getting whole. Was it my fault? No. Should it have happened? No. But I can't blame that person 10 years down the track when I'm still angry and bitter. And we've all met people on the other side of whether it's divorce or a bad breakup or unfair situation in life that they're still waiting on an apology that the other person will never give. And that's a really tough place to be. Then you're in someone else's hands, then you're putting your value and your ability to move on in somebody else's maybe. And clearly they mistreated you because they weren't responsible and mature enough to treat you right. So why do we think that the person that treated us wrong is going to suddenly turn around and have the apology and be the key to our freedom that we need? No, you've got the own keys to your freedom in your hands, and it's called forgiveness. And that doesn't say, forgiveness is not saying what they did was okay. It's saying I'm going to make what God's done for me bigger than what that person did to me. I'm going to actually make my future mean more than holding on to this offense. Because, look, you're either tethered to your future or your past. That's it. You're either tethered to what that person did to you or where God's taking you. And that's like I said, that's my faith, but I know that you're very strong with your faith as well. And so you're either tethered to your future or your past.
Definitely.
I don't know how we got into that subject, but that's okay. Okay, so
do we have any makeup questions?
Yes, I was going to say, somebody asked me what are the 3 best makeup hacks that come to your mind immediately?
There's so many, but off the top of my head, hacks to maybe make your lipstick stay longer. There's a quick hack that you could put powder in between, and we'll show this. If you set powder in between your lipsticks to just literally place it, dab it, and put on a little powder. If you put on 2 layers and then powder in between, it's not going to move.
I did not know that.
And then for what else?
A hack for your eyebrows.
A hack for eyebrows. I would say a great hack, but this may be, I don't want it to be too technical, but a great hack to make it look natural is to put like a light layer of powder and then go in with slightly darker strokes. And it gives you like a dimensional look. It just looks more real. It looks more 3D. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I'll go with 2 different dark looks and then draw those lines. So
that would be natural because then you've got like multiple
It looks
colors.
More natural, exactly. It looks like there's depth to it.
I'm basically a makeup artist. I don't know.
She is. She really is. Okay, and what's the other?
Maybe something. Well, what are you about to do now?
I'm going to set. So I was going to do your contour actually.
Okay. So what's a contour hack?
We're going to do a contour hack to make it look natural. Because you're oily, I'm going to be using.
We get it. I'm oily.
Slightly oily. I'm going to be. A hack would be instead of going in with a completely thick contour color like a cream.
Oh yeah.
I like using the same foundation that I used on her. I like using the same foundation. So where I'm going to be placing her contour, instead of placing foundation all over and then going on top of that with another darker look, mm-hmm. I'll just put on the darker foundation there so that it blends together. So it's still all one uniform. It's not layer upon layer upon layer.
I love that.
So that's like
show me how you do that. Well, you got to set and then show me.
Well, we placed a little tiny layer, so I'm not worried about you. But just so that's for another time. But I'm going to take a darker shade of this foundation, and I'm going to be taking my angled brush. So
it's a brush, but it's angled. That's why it's called an angle brush.
Exactly. So I'm going to. Let me see if I can find it. So we'll do the other fun hack another time.
Okay.
Just because.
Don't worry, guys. We're doing a part 2.
We are.
Over about 4 or 5 weeks, you'll get a full face of makeup from us. We just kept talking.
So because Elyse already has like a natural, I'm not going to go too heavy. I'm just going to give her a little bit of dimension. And you want to start from above the brow. Don't go below because that's going to give you.
Oh.
So it's going to. Did I say brow? Above
above
the ear. You need to correct me. So above the ear.
I was like, we're starting up here, fam?
Pointing to the edge of the lip, and you want to stop where the iris is. But what we're going to do is we're going to go and blend. So it's going to disappear into that.
I actually kind of like the 2 little video angles here because then they can get
I know, right? Exactly.
I love that. And then you just blend it.
So most of the product is going to be here, and then I'm going to take whatever is
What
left.
does that do? Does it just
like
angles
lifts this lifts. If you have like a round face, then you can make it look slimmer. If you have like let's say an elongated face, depending on the angle you do, you can make it look more. Cut it off so that it's not so long. There's so many tricks you can.
So then while you're doing that, while you're making it pretty, I was just talking to them before when you were answering the door about just kind of like coming back from those moments in life that you never really saw coming.
Right.
And you were starting to tell a bit of your story. How did you get through your divorce and that breakup of yours? I'm sure you had a moment there where you didn't think you were going to make it.
Yeah, of course, because when you grow up and that's all you know when you're 16, it's just become something that you feel like is a part of you. But honestly, my faith journey, I feel like helped me to get through it,
right.
And my ability to forgive and just trust that God had a better plan, and just God was going to turn these ashes into something so much. He's going to use this test into a testimony, and He was going to use me to empower other women. And help them get through anything that they were going through.
I love that so much.
So we can always use anything that life throws at us and empower it and fuel it for good. It for, instead of letting it break us, we use it to help us get stronger.
And I think sometimes that's so important, right? Is that the days that we don't want to do it for ourselves, we remember it's not just for us. Mm-hmm. Because my story now of getting through that is helping so many women and even men. I get messages from all the time. Different types of DMs, but like the DMs from men about like how they went through a divorce and didn't think they'd make it, or were in ministry as well, and hearing my story helped them. And that just reminds me, the next time I'm going through something that sucks and I don't want to get out of it, I don't want to stand back up again, I don't want to rise, I remember this isn't just for me. And some days that's why we do it, right?
Exactly.
So I love that. I love that so much. Okay, so next one. We're not going to be able to get to all these questions today.
But we are going to come back to them.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay. So someone asked, how do I do my bronzer without my face looking dirty? So she was saying in her DM, she's like, I often try to do my bronzer and I just keep going. But I guess you maybe kind of answered that a second ago, right?
Yes. And another important thing to remember is depending on your skin tone, if you're really, really fair, then you want to use something that has more gray in it, because that's going to something that is too orange is going to look, it's not going to look natural. You want this is how you look at it. The way the natural shadow is going to look on you is the shade that you want to use. It's someone that's darker, like the darker tone person would use not a concealer, would use a contour color that's has more red in it, has more warmth to it. So it's cooler versus warm. So
that's actually a good question, because a lot of people ask me, how do I know what type of skin type and what skin color I have? The thing about like for example, with everything happened with COVID and quarantine,
right.
So many places you had to buy online. And so there goes the like Sephora days of like going in and being able to try something. And we all had to be like guessing what skin type we have. And suddenly, I don't know if you guys are like me, I was like, wait, what kind of skin do I have? I don't know, pale. But then I go to the beach and sometimes I want to have a tan. Like, it's so hard to know
it is.
Unless you're a celebrity and you know what a makeup artist. Like, how do we figure out what color, what base we are, and also what type of skin we have?
Well, a good way, without confusing too many people, but a good way to know is if you place like a gold, a silver, like next to your skin. If it looks good, then you're cooler. If you put gold and your skin looks better with gold, then you're more warmer. You're
I'm
more
warm. Thanks.
You are warm.
Warm personality, you know. If you're a nice person, you know, I'm kidding, Elyse, stop. Because you have silver on. I'll say now we're going to confuse everyone.
It doesn't mean you can't wear it, but which one looks better? That's how you could tell if you're warmer or cooler.
I love that. Yes, we will be saving this live. It will be on Lucine's Facebook page.
On my Instagram as well.
Instagram page is what I meant.
Well as YouTube.
Of course. And then but then we will do more of these. I think what we're going to do maybe next time, and let us know what you guys want, is we'll theme it. So inner and outer beauty. We need a clever name. So this is the People's Show. It's now a show. You know what I mean? Story of my life.
This is how things are born.
This is how things are born. Now, welcome to our show. Welcome back to our channel. Channels, multiple. But we're going to do this inner and outer beauty conversation. So next time we'll theme it. So whether we talk about all things concealing, concealers, how to hide breakouts, but also what do you do with those secret shames that you feel like you can never talk about? What about the hot topics that no one ever actually wants to talk about? How do you actually tell someone those things that are hiding deep down in you? Or we might talk about, what were some other things that I said? Prepping your face and how to do all the prep so that you get the best makeup possible. But there's also the flip side of that, of prepping your life for those big moments in life so that you're ready for them. And we so often get really scared of success because we actually don't know how to prepare for it. And like there's that quote that says like, so many people ask like, what if I fall? Yeah, but what if you fly? And I think all of that is so corny, but we love it. We love it.
I hope this isn't going to make you nervous. I'm going to curl your lashes as
you can do whatever you want to me.
I will ask you.
I mean, that's legal.
You were saying, what if you fly?
Yeah, like so often we get scared of success simply because we don't know what to do with it, right? We don't know how to prepare for it. And so that could be one. We can talk about how makeup enhances beauty and what we can do in our life to enhance the beauty of our life rather than trying to cover things up. So it's two different ways of seeing makeup, right?
Oh, yeah.
Of like conforming and concealing and enhancing and bringing out beauty. And that's actually two ways that people live their lives. Some people live their lives conforming and concealing. And some people, there is just like a beauty that exudes from them that's enhanced by who they are. And I think that they're actually very intentional ways of not just doing makeup, but doing life. So let us know if you guys have any other clever inner and outer beauty ideas for our new show. Welcome to our show, guys. And next time, while we do a bit of a masterclass of makeup, we'll do a bit of a masterclass of life as well. How about that? Take that.
I love it.
How about that?
I love it.
We got some hearts. They liked that.
And I'm going to be also interacting with you guys more. I want to be more proactive in answering your questions. So you guys DM me if you have any questions.
If she doesn't answer, send them to me and I'll make sure she answers you. Okay? I got you. This is why people call me the professional best friend.
She will whip me into shape. You have amazing lashes. Elyse.
Oh my gosh. What else do you love about me?
I love everything about you. I do.
I have been told that I have long lashes, but I still like fake lashes. Like, why is that? It's like people that have long hair already that still get extensions. I think because I like the volume.
Because we can.
Yeah. It's because, like, live your best life. No judgment. What's up, Cremia Pascal? Most consistent human on my Instagram.
Who is that?
I don't know. Lovely person. He's a big fan of Kathy Kelly.
Your bottom lashes are just as long as your top lashes.
Whoa, they're for reals off. That's not even fake, you guys.
Look up.
Oh yeah, I very rarely put like a lot of mascara on my bottom lashes because of how long they are.
Well,
I just thought everyone's was long.
I'm going to show you guys a hack next time that I do. Today,
next time. I love it. Next time on We Need a Name.
We need a name. We need to do a contest. Oh, speaking of contests.
Oh, we need to give away the thing.
We have to give away.
Yeah, we have so much to do. So we should, this is the first.
Let's do your
I don't know what, you're the makeup girl.
Well, we're not done yet. I'm going to do your blush a little bit, give you a little
And then what we might do is we'll finish off the makeup look off screen and then take a photo or a video, and you can say what we did at the end.
Okay, perfect. And announce the winner. So because on my phone, all the entrants are on my phone.
Yes. Okay.
I want to.
We'll need to draw it, but what we will do is we'll tag the person that wins, and we're going to do a story at the end of this on how it all looked, and give you a chance to tell us what kind of show you want us to.
You want to show them what they're going to win?
Yes.
Wait,
I want to
yours
show you.
first. Look at this beautiful.
This is my devotional,
Guys,
Sam.
beautiful
If you've been
devotional.
on my page, you can just show your page, because my page has seen it.
Look at this gold pen that comes with it. You're incredible. Tell them what it is.
This was a 21-day devotional that was written for Easter, but so many people have bought it since Easter, and they're doing it because it's not, I mean, it's the story of Jesus at Easter for sure, that we celebrate at Easter, but it's also kind of just like the gospel. So you can really do it at any time. And so it's a 21-day devotional that I walk you through from scripture to everyday scripture to read, and then a little bit of my thoughts, and then a writing prompt for you, then a space for you to write, and then sometimes I will also give you a couple like little extra thoughts at the end of it. But it's just 21 days for people that want to go a little deeper in their faith, or you want something consistent and you've really been meaning to do a bit more for like your faith or spiritual journey or whatever, then I would encourage you to get that. I don't even know if we have any hard copies left, so the winner is actually going to get one of the last hard copies and a cute little gold pen. But if you go to the Horatio Printing website, or DM me, because I don't think it's on my link in my bio anymore. I got to figure that out, but it's fine. It's totally fine. There's a highlight there in my Instagram. If you want it, you'll be able to figure it out. It's called For God So Loved, 21-Day Easter Devotional. So the winner is going to get that. But that's not all. They're going to win a set of steak knives. No, they're not, Elyse. They are going to also get from BFF. I love that you're giving me
Actually,
BFF.
it's by BH Cosmetics, but it's the BFF
Cosmetics
collection.
BH, what's that stand for, BH?
I don't know.
Best Helpers. I don't know. It's not what it stands for. But it's a BFF collection, Alondra and Elsie. And you're going to get four lip colors, and they're 2 lip duos that go together. So that's super cute. And they're like neutral, so we love that for you. And then you're also going to get an eye palette from the same range, and the colors I saw on your story yesterday, they're
right?
so pretty,
Really pretty.
Seriously. So you're also going to win that. So we're going to draw that off here. I'm going to tag the winner, and we'll have it sent out today or tomorrow. You'll get it by the end of the week if you live in Australia. If not, I mean America.
In America.
Oh, Elyse, get your life right, honestly. I just like the feeling of someone doing my makeup.
I know.
It's the
To
best.
spoil you.
We love that. I love being spoiled. I'm the youngest child.
So this is her no makeup look.
This is my no makeup look, guys. So the big thing here, because you can see if I get closer, we concealed and prepped it well. And that's the thing that I don't do that well. Look at that. Oh, looks good. Please. So you prepped it right, and you did the right thing. I don't know why I'm trying to get makeup tips
And
now,
in
guys.
between, I like using setting spray to kind of lock in everything in between, and then at the end. But we want her to look like her skin is just healthy.
And then you go through with that.
And I like setting
Oh,
it in,
that's a
and
hack.
just really setting it in there so that it doesn't
Move.
look like it doesn't move, and there's no, like, sometimes when you spray it there'll be like little
Droplets,
specks of
yeah.
droplets, but this also just really seals in your foundation and makes it part of your skin.
Love that. All right, fam.
All right,
So
fam.
we're going to come back on the stories later on to announce the winner. We love you. We love you. I love you.
I love you. I'm gonna zoom in so we could see.
Oh, yeah.
So we could see her look.
Zoom in.
I'm gonna bring you closer. Skin.
Look at that glow. We love that
And
glow.
next time we'll focus on eyes. We'll focus on, if you ever had any questions about what we used today, I know that
And I'll leave from my camera. That way,
awesome.
we've got just you in there.
Yeah. And if we missed any questions, I'm so sorry. You guys can DM me. I'll be happy to answer anything that I used today for Elyse. But she just has this gorgeous,
Oh, it's so
healthy
pretty. It does look
skin.
healthy.
We'll take some photos.
Yeah.
It looks great.
Mhm,
No, it looks great. It looks natural. And it doesn't
We
look
love you
heavy or
guys.
cakey in real life either. And that's my goal. But
You're very good at this.
Oh,
You should do it for a living.
I love it. Maybe I should I'm going to quit my day job. So we love you guys. We'll save this live. If you guys have any questions, just DM us, and we will announce the winner today, and we'll ship it out so you guys could get it by the end of the week.
Love you guys.
All. Love you guys.
Love you guys.
Awesome. My beautiful